And the button has been pressed. I just gotta stick
Fucking
my
door.
God. You keep trying. And of course the text chat up just in case. You never know. And we are live with this week and the New Year's first session of Rescue at Raxis. Last time...
I don't have one of those horns to go to celebrate.
I got something similar. Here we go. There we go. Now will be content ID'd. But yes, last time, the party arrived in the town of Cedernove. It's a beautiful town with many beautiful people doing beautiful things for a beautiful price. It's also known as a Hurricane. It's busy, it's bustling. There were traders from foreign lands. There was a massive hall of business. There was the Frill and Lace, and beside it, the art museum that used to be the Noble's Manor. You got on well. You met the town leader. You met some other folk as well, like a very skinny, very tall, near albino elf. Or an incredibly short, very wizened and skinny and scrawny dwarf. You got to know lots of people. And as the evening progressed, you all split up into your various little activities. Cornelius, however, took to the balcony to enjoy wine with the town leader, Al Cano. And as the sun was setting, they saw this large mass of getting fucking tongue-tied already. That's a good start. This large beast coming out of the lake in the distant west and rampaging forwards towards the farmland. As we left off, Cornelius was about to tear down the stairways and try to rally up and find everyone. On that note, we'll begin with Castalia. You were twirling and dancing around in a private room, alongside the tabaxi madam, Trembling Purr. And you'd also just gotten the attention of you noticed that a blonde-haired gentleman was watching you with a little bit less open lust than the standard assortment of people gathering and watching you twirl.
Mm-hmm.
Malgern, you are wandering the halls, being very protective about your tosser right now. Siegfried, you have returned to the wagon. After refusing a simple job that seemed entirely on the level. Don't know what you were worried about. On the way there, you actually passed Steve, who has just been returning from the Frill and Lace. He's not covered in lipstick as you imagined. His clothes aren't exactly the same disheveled state as they were when he began, but he seems a little bit tipsier as he just sits down into the wagon, not even really paying attention to the rest of you. Cornelius, you have exited the balcony. Al Cano is at your side. You can see the stairs leading down. You are in the manor house. Tell me, what do you do? Wait, before you get on to that, Rain! You too are wandering the halls of the art world. And as you step past, there is a certain picture that catches your attention.
Oh?
It is this.
Oh, that doesn't look weird.
It's a fairly small portrait. There's a few others. The ones surrounding it are mainly just sort of... They look like adventurers. There's a mixture of dwarven and of elf. And then there is this. Just a small little portrait, no more than about a foot tall, a foot wide. Well, not a foot wide. It'd be smaller than that. But you do behold it, and it just seems odd to you.
Well, I don't like it. It is very interesting, though.
Can people in the stream see this?
They cannot see it right now. Let's see. Can I copy image location, and will it work if I do so? We'll see. Malgern, you are walking the corridors. So remember you're doing that. Is there
Okay.
anything you're trying to focus your attention on? Anything you're doing at all?
Not particularly.
Zarzul, most of your plate is gone. You have devoured it quite heartily. It was good.
I shall grab the shank and head off to the cart and give Wolfgang his meal for the evening.
And now we're back to Cornelius.
I thank the cooks and staff there.
They're very grateful to say, "Thank you, it is good to hear..." Oh, sorry. They wouldn't have a local answer. "Yeah, cheers, it's good to hear a bit of a praise, you know. Have a blessed day."
Who?
Hmm?
You too? And
Okay.
may the gods down on you favourably.
Yep, may you have the blessings of a fiery-haired lady. And then we're back to Cornelius.
I'll be sure.
You're sure?
Well, did you say that Malkern was also in the area?
The party is completely split apart right now.
Oh dear.
I mean, you know there's a good chance that he's still in the building because you were there for the whole debacle with the old dwarf.
Well, I'll probably... The first thing I do, I'll probably run to the bedroom because I assume that Droop might be there. Or was he with me?
No, he's in the bedroom. Asleep.
I just slammed the door open.
And as he gets up, his
Droop.
hand starts to crackle with electricity.
Calm down. Droop, I'm going to need your help of the most importance of importance.
Oh, yes, of course, yeah. This won't stop, it hurts! As he just grasps at his wrist as it continues to shock and spark.
Listen, you need to help me find the others around the building.
Oh,
rather
right.
than to the main entrance. Can you
Yes,
do
sir.
that?
Yes, sir, I will find everyone I can. Yes.
Good, go, hurry.
And he scrabbles out. He's still whimpering. It won't stop. You can hear the occasional crack of ozone around his hand as he runs past. And he goes in search. So that means he'll be doing an investigation. Let's see. There's Droop's sheet. And an investigation. He doesn't do well. There is a screaming, panicked little goblin running around trying to find people.
While that I'll probably be running to...
Yeah, the moment you hit the first floor, you immediately spot Rain. Droop apparently had ran exactly past her.
I just kind of look past and just ignore the Droop has run the opposite direction and immediately confront Rain. Rain, listen. We need to gather up everyone else and meet at the main entrance. Can you help me with this?
Sure, I'll ask why later.
Good.
So are you going to take off running, Rain?
Pretty much.
Really? Give me a strength save.
Ah, hell. I knew that was happening.
You've got a little owlbear on a leash.
Ah, hell. Hey!
But you managed to tug him along. He was getting comfortable on the pluff carpet, which he was almost shredding under his claws, but now he's at a trot. And as you're running, you quickly pass Droop, who is staggered into a few of his servants. He is just in a heap going, my nose, my nose.
At which point I do briefly stop and say, Droop, get up and let's find everybody else.
Okay, I was doing that already. He just falls in beside you. Let's see here. Roll me an investigation, you two. Cornelius and Rain. Meanwhile, Castalia, your attention is brought by the door of a private chamber opening as Al Cano enters the room. Yes. You of a horned woman and my beautiful wife, please. Please, we must go. We must defend our territory. A creature that comes from the west. Large, horrid. And Trembling Purr is already skipping past you. Alright, and Rain, you are the one who finds Malgern as he just eyes a tray of hors d'oeuvres.
Oi,
Cornel-
dwarf. That's all
Oh.
I say is oi,
Oh,
dwarf.
I didn't know. Of course, gonna keep speaking.
No, go on.
What food?
We need to meet up at the front. Something's going on.
What? No.
Yes, no.
Fine. I grabbed something off the tray before following her.
Okay, you take a silver
little-
tray with you.
Like
Now
a
you
little
have-
kid being taken away from his NES.
Now you have a couple of sticks of well-smoked fish and a bit of cheese on them. Cornelius, you find Zarzul, who has a distinct waddle to him after the full meal.
Sasul, you come over here.
What's up?
I need you to go to the main entrance and wait with the rest of the party there.
Okay, I sure.
You
Okay,
know where
okay.
anyone. Okay,
I
you
get
first.
Wolfgang first. And scurry off.
Okay, if you
Do
find
actually
anyone
any
else-
of the other party members know where the cart is?
They know where the card is, yeah. I mean,
Because it's been
not,
moved.
Yeah, but it's you only moved in the town centre. You know, it's a pretty open thing. They could just look and see which is the least decorated wagon. Or which one has a bit of sparkly shell sticking out of it.
Well, besides, didn't we say to meet up at the front of the manor?
Mm-hmm. You did do that.
Yeah.
And yes, Alcano ushers Castalia, if she's willing.
Yes, of course.
Yes, I have a job for you and your friends. Siegfried, it's a pretty peaceful night right now. As you sit down in the wagon, everything
Yeah.
seems okay, but,
I lay down on the beach seat.
yeah.
So I start to close my eyes, thinking about, I'll just take a small nap.
Yeah, this is the second day you've not had anything claw or bite at you.
It's good.
Yeah.
Life is reasonable at the moment.
You almost feel like whistling. It's just that peaceful. I mean, okay, there was the creepy elf and the stunning elf in the bar who was offering you a job, but you said no. You said no to risk. You said no to danger.
Life is good. I might actually get a good night's sleep tonight.
Yeah. As your
Things
eyes
are looking up.
close, you're just unalert enough for Wolfgang to put his paws in your chest as Zarzul runs up calling for him.
Oof! What?
Wolfgang. Eat while you can. Tossing him the shank.
Wolfgang
got
looks
work to
down
do.
at Siegfried.
Yeah, bring him as well.
He does. He bites at Siegfried's collar and tries to pull him as he jumps off.
Okay, I'm up. Okay. Oh, God, what is this stuff?
Oh, he may not be able to get a grip. You can use your acrobatics or your athletics. Or you can just go along willingly.
I'm probably going to be using my acrobatics to make sure I don't fall face first off the cart.
Yeah, you get the gist, though. You're able to kick off pretty much. You go on the opposite side, and you avoid the dog trying to bite at your trying to bite around your throat. And you can see that the party is starting to form outside the main doors of a manor house. For the rest of you,
Well,
you
this
can...
While this is going on, I quickly duck into the cart and pull out the crossbow, capital letter.
Okay, you pull out a V crossbow. V Steve waves you good luck. And V Shell sparkles. And yes, the rest of you who are gathered at the front of the manor, Alcano is giving orders to some of the town guard, and most of it is protect the town, don't venture far. He's pretty much intending for you guys to be ones who venture forth. But hey, that's your occupation, right?
Damn Skippy.
We get paid, or is it free board tonight?
Is that what... Do you actually ask that?
No, not really.
This is kind of an emergency, so I'll kind of forego the payment thing. Unless it's offered.
As he's giving commands, the rest of you notice there is a figure who walks forward. He is in quite heavy plate armor, incredibly tall, luscious feathers in his cap. Most of his face covered by wraps of material and all. But he's a bit peacocked, you know. There's a few color mixes. Tucked under his arm is a long pike. And as the two converse with him and Alcano, they're not speaking common. You're not entirely sure what's coming across, but Alcano seems to be getting angrier at him before just waving him off.
What's happening?
Oh, it's another mercenary company, but they will protect the town. They will not venture to kill the monster of whatever it is. And they'll do it at an exorbitant fee. It's like cutting off a hand. So, hopefully, you will be my monster slayers to help, yes?
Well, I don't. Is that a waiting for the inevitable?
Exactly. Must be pragmatic. We must venture forth, which means we should do that now, yes. And he already starts to be running around the garden, around the grounds, and heading for the farmland behind the town.
My word, he is a fast one.
We better catch him up in case he gets there first. Probably not a good thing. His wife might not like us afterwards, and there's nothing worse than Normans.
She is definitely one who can give a natural catty glare, but she's following along behind him. And now we have a little map transition. And you arrive. It's actually, as you're running here, it has gotten pretty dark. Not full nighttime, but pretty dark. So let's see here. And you're in the fields. You can see ahead of you. Let's see, I'll zoom out a bit and then direct it. Hopefully you can still see the arrow. You can see that the creature, whatever it is huge against the slowly turning night sky. And you can see it over there. What exactly it is, though, it just seems to be this large mass with all kinds of movement in front of it. It's plodding along the ground, though. It's a lot. Every step is loud. Every movement seems to have a lot of weight to it. And then comes the roars. And it's also going to be initiative. So, let me bring up the clock. There we go. And I have the initiative for the other stuff. I'll add it when it becomes relevant. Oh, of course I'll have to put on Alcano's.
Damn.
Down at the bottom.
Oof. He's a quick mover, but not for battle. And, oh yes, I forgot Trembling Purr, so let's kill the dice view just so I can get out the token. Obviously, it'll spoil whoever's in here. There we go.
I say on the run here, I handed the crossbow to Zarzul on the way.
Zarzul, you have about a quarter of a sheep in your stomach, and now this big crossbow's been put in your arms. All while running.
Hey, I got my boomstick.
You may be facing indigestion.
Oops.
Alright, she will not need a turn. She'll act with Alcano. And there we go. First up, Castalia. You can hear that there is a collection of hissing roars up ahead. They're very different from the ones you heard on the road.
Hissing roars?
Yes.
Hmm.
Oh shit. Oh shit. I'm having Pufflesworth problems. Oh, shit. Pufflesworth, don't unplug my heater.
Let's see. Is it dice view is back up.
Hmm.
You know it's still quite a distance away. You can see an impression of it up ahead. But it has gotten dark.
I'm going to advance here, and I guess I'll ready a Eldritch Blast in case something should come up.
Yeah. It'd be nice here if I had like 2 stages of lighting to try and give you impression here. But yeah,
But
okay.
that's my turn.
Okay. Cornelius.
Yeah. I think I'll try and. Let's see where I've got. Oh, that accident. Oh, it was you moving. Okay.
Let's see.
Yeah, move around here. And then I'm gonna throw dancing light to round up here to try and illuminate the area a bit more, see where we are facing.
Okay, you can see a few more of the farm buildings. Actually, I shouldn't be showing the interiors. Not that it matters much. As you guys are racing up here, you have had a few serfs, a few farmers and whatnot run past you screaming. It's fucking huge! It's massive! Yeah, it looks like there's a little workers' home and then a storehouse. Up ahead you can see some of a distinct shape of trees. But it has gotten very dark very quickly. Welcome to winter. Well, autumn.
That's about the end of my turn.
Okay, rain.
Alright, well. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, I'll go up, join Cornelius. And so I can see brief kind of shapes of the thing, right?
Let me just double check your vision. Yeah. So that's how far you can see naturally, but you can see all the way over here. There is a huge shape. It's large enough in order to be distinct against the sky with the tree line and all. But you
Can
can't
I
make out any
try-
details of it.
Okay, so I can't do a check to see if I can recognize vaguely between the shape and the hissing.
It'll be a nature check.
Well, let's give that a go.
I mean, you can tell it's not a chimera. It's very tough to make out details right now. I guess maybe it's the frog hemoth. There was mention of it back at Valonkia.
Oh dear!
That's a tentacled creature if it's very large. It's a best guess, but you're still not entirely sure.
Okay, so at least I have some sort of an idea.
At the least, frogs aren't known for their hissing roars, so...
Yeah.
Is that it for you?
Yep, that's what I'm doing for right now.
Alright,
Well,
Zarzul.
actually, wait a second. I am lighting my mace.
Okay. Zarzul.
Zarzul's going to flip back because it's obviously not needed anymore. They can actually see a bit further.
Well,
Maybe.
no, not really. I mean, you can see the dancing lights, but in general, you're looking...
Okay. And advance. Being brave.
Good.
Hide behind the tree.
You know you can always dash for double movement.
And ready the bow. And if I'm gonna fire at the monster if it turns up.
I mean, you can see it moving, it's just it would be a very difficult shot.
Okay. It's rather large though, isn't it?
It is, but it's still long range in the dark, and you can't really make out a distinct look at it. Like, it's also a case of can you hit somewhere decent on it?
I'm gonna just wait until I actually see what it is.
Alright, Wolfgang.
Also, just move forward a bit and just
Yeah. Siegfried.
take note of what's out there.
Could have been a nice night tonight.
Siegfried's, yeah. Siegfried's going to use his bonus action to dash. And he's going to go up to there.
Okay, let's get an idea here. So, alright, so around about here is where you can see too. You can start to see the trees and whatnot. Alright, is your turn over?
I'm going to have my crossbow out and have it ready to fire if I see something.
Okay, at the end of your turn, there is a colossal smash of stone and wood. Up ahead, like directly forward, really, around about here. Can you see the arrow leading off into the dark?
Yeah, I see that. 140 feet. Technically, I could shoot that with the crossbow, but we won't go into that.
But yeah, you can see chunks of stone, you can see dark objects flying up into the air. And then you can hear the hissing roars again, and then the screams of people. And then the screams get intense for a moment, and then are silenced.
Well, that's a bad sign.
It could be worse. Could be us.
I mean, I'm looking at this picture here. It doesn't look too scary.
Malgern.
So you're up against a giant sock puppet. Yes. I might look.
Yeah, we got this.
Mm-hmm. You totally have this.
I can move through other party members, right?
Yep. You can stand on that wolf. And Rain.
Fucking booking it.
Yeah, but he only runs across the path. He won't go into the field.
Well, he doesn't want to get his boots messy.
No, I mean that would make sense. Why would I run through the field when there's a clear path here?
Also, you probably couldn't see through the field.
Also, Malgern is slightly concerned about the transition in terrain. This is making me uneasy. I'm standing on the edge of
Yep.
something.
Too bad, though.
Yeah, and that's my turn because I dashed.
And now... let's see here. Yeah. Sailing through the air are arrows lit on fire. Little clumps of pitch and all on them. One strikes in the vegetable field. One strikes in the grass over here. And one lands...
Behind us, or are they coming?
They are
from in
coming
front of
from...
us?
Yeah, they are coming from the north downwards. And one also lands about here, to the left of Siegfried by quite a distance. And now it is Alcano's turn. He is also going to dash forwards. 2, 3, 4. That's his turn. Trembling Purr is going to stay with the casters. Castalia. Hello?
Yes, I'm still here. I'm just a little surprised we haven't really moved that much, but forward again and repeating the same ready action. Because if things are going south, what are we ready to hit if the second it appears?
Okay. Cornelius.
Just gonna move around here and also gonna ready an action in case something appears, ready to fire at it.
What are you
With
firing
firebolt.
off of? A firebolt?
Yeah.
Okay. Droop will be right behind you. as he preps a
Well,
new
I
spell.
know this.
Hmm?
Well, I know that he's about ready to fire a fireball because I might want to make myself a smaller target in case he misses.
No, fire a bolt.
Yeah, whatever. The point is,
Yeah, you
just
look
don't burn
behind
the
him and you can see fire tracing around his fingertips as he casts his sign.
Just don't burn the beard.
Small traces of ember around the tips of the fingers.
I don't want to be another Oz one. Thank you.
Rain? Your turn.
Well,
The beast definitely moved. It's no longer where it was before.
I'm going to use Cornelius as a shield.
You get the impression it's over here now, where all the destruction is,
That tends to be a
Good
good place to
healer.
go.
as you march through the
Um,
farmland.
Let's see. Actually, I might actually do something for a change.
That would be a
um,
change. Wait.
No, I don't think I will do that. I'm good for right now.
Okay then. Zarzul.
Azul's gonna move up.
I just see him waddling right now. He's got this massive food gut on him and carrying this oversized crossbow.
He's more of a hamster. It's kind of sitting in his cheeks.
Well, because he's got that long snout then, he'd look more like a pelican, I imagine.
Maybe somewhat penguin-like, just waddling along.
Hmm.
I'm going to move there, and once again, hold my action till I can actually.
You could try and take a
Identify
shot,
something?
but it wouldn't be an easy one. Because now there's a bit of building in the way.
Okay, so that would be at a disadvantage.
It'd be disadvantage with an AC penalty as well. Well, an AC bonus to the creature.
Okay. Oh, what the hell? Let's give it a go.
Okay. Yeah, as you fire off a bolt, it just pings off some of the stonework. But you do start to
Damn.
hear thuds and stomps.
Guys, I let it know where we are.
Oh, goody.
Wolfgang's turn.
Okay, and Wolfgang will advance. Hide behind a wall.
Now the question will be: is Wolfgang going to be able to get a pull down attack on this creature?
No. I can tell you that immediately, no.
All right, I want
I'm
to shove
setting
it
it
to the
that he
ground.
could only go for things that are one size bigger than him.
Well,
So,
Siegfried's
so
going
what you're
to.
saying is he should be made into a giant, and then he can do a pull down.
Yeah, you
Yes.
could cast Enlarge Reduce on him. Siegfried, it's your go.
Siegfried's going to use his main action as dash. So he's going to get to that tree and hide behind it,
Okay.
and use his bonus action to hide.
Alright, give me a stealth roll. As you open up more of the area, you can see that there's a high stone wall around this place. You are practically invisible. You manage to find a bush that has a thick enough foliage even in the autumn, but a nice thinness of branches and twigs, so you're able to slip in. And then with that turnover, more hissing roars, more stomps, more smashes. Also a dog runs past. A woman panicking as she breaks through the gate there. But not quick enough, as this large reptilian head the size of her launches out over the wall, snaps her up, and drags her back inside.
You thick! Just one height! Just one!
The dog is fine, however.
Oh, good. That's all we care about.
Malgern. the the stealth attempt by Siegfried is now a little lessened. You can spot where he is by the shaking in the bush. As he saw a woman just get devoured by some large reptilian head. You yourself did not see that. You just saw the woman, or you heard the
I
woman.
attempt.
You what?
I attempt to tame the dog.
Dog is panicking. You did not succeed. It is a large sheepdog, however, so it seems to be calm itself.
Then, using Siegfried as cover, I grab my tosser and play the waiting game.
All right. After your turn, some more arrows are let loose now. A few of the flaming ones strike down here in the road. One catches here in the field. Luckily, most of it's already been harvested and dug up, so there's just a lot of dry clay for it to deal with. Then the arrows cease. Oh yes, Alkanos turned himself. He will say, "Whatever it is, it's eating my people. Will you please hurry it up?" And he's going to step up to Malgern here and cast Longstrider. For an hour, you now have 10 feet of extra movement.
I'm a fast boy.
Yes, he just pats your shoulder. Go quickly, my friend, go quickly! Castalia, it's now your turn. You heard a woman scream, then silence. And for fun, Siegfried, when the woman was getting devoured and you watched, the hissing roars were still happening.
Quibble.
Dashing to there. That'll be it.
Yep, as far as you can see right now. Cornelius.
Yeah, just go to try and keep up with the rest of the group, but I think I should be taking this way around. Doing a dash this time. And try and move my flickering lights up around this direction.
Where were you pointing at? Sorry. I'm back.
Yeah.
Okay, there. Okay.
Yeah.
You move your dancing lights and reveal a hydra, a colossal crocodilian beast with 6 heads swirling and writhing as it just drags at the ground. It rips apart the last remnants of a woman. It is a vast beast. Some have called a huge monstrosity.
Well, I can't do anything else at the moment.
Ring.
Oh, goody. Well, where Cornelius is there a wall that way, or is that just how it looks?
I think it's a fence.
Okay. I'm gonna go join everybody else. Actually, I'm going to just run up. So, and sprinting is double the movement.
Yeah, it is your
Yes.
action to do so.
So,
Oh yes, Trembling Pearl would have moved up a little bit more. You can see that she's clutching a holy symbol, but she's not clutching a weapon.
Here we go.
Okay.
Oh, get on the side of Malgren. There you go.
You still got your bonus action.
So can I see the Hydra now?
You can, yes. He is
Oh,
currently lit up
in
by
that-
the dancing lights.
In that case, is that now or no bonus action? I'm just gonna be keep him put.
Okay, Zarzul.
Okay.
I'm going to move up. I think I might do a dash, as it were.
It's a very popular thing.
And try and hide behind this tree.
Well, you don't have an action left.
I know.
Wolfgang's turn. I mean, I suppose you've still got your bonus action. Bit out of range, though.
Wolfgang's seen far too many of the insides of monsters already. Oh well.
Some
But he's
creatures
going to
fly
have
across
call out
the
to the other dog to be try and get him to safe.
Woman dies, must save the dog.
Oh yeah, I can now add this token since it's been revealed. It did not roll well on
But the
initiative.
second Hydra.
I just gotta skip on through here. Hang on. There we go.
Is it a
Siegfried.
bonus action? Wolfgang tries to persuade the other dog to join us in the fight.
So your wolf is going to bark at a frightened dog. Congratulations, you barked at a frightened dog. It is now not going to go near you. Because it's a wolf. Siegfried, it's now your turn.
Well, I'm going to fire my crossbow.
It's a hit.
Oh, this is a good hit.
Yep, it is surprise as well, so you do get your sneak attack.
Sneak attack will be doubled, or do I need to roll again?
Yeah, click your sneak attack again.
Nope, double.
And let's see in here, so yeah. 18. Yeah.
30 damage.
And as the bolt sears through, or skies through the air, there's very strange. It starts to tumble a little bit, and once it lodges in one of the creature's necks, it drives in further and manages to shear off some of it. And with the vigorous movement of the head and pain, the head comes free, leaving just a twirling stump.
Yeah, okay. And I'm going to move. I believe I'm not hidden anymore.
Nope, definitely not.
I move to there. And with my bonus action, I'm going to hide again. Or at least try to hide again anyway.
Roll me your stealth. You feel you're mostly hidden. I mean, Zarzul can spot you, but then he's at a right angle for it. It is now the turn of the five-headed Hydra. Let's double check something here. Yep. It's going to start smashing forward as it just plows through the fence. Not a wall, sorry. Simple stonework going everywhere, timber splitting. For one moment, it glances at the dog. One of the heads tries to snap for it, but it sees more people ahead, and so just stomps on forward. Two of the heads are in range of Castalia, and so they're just going to try and chomp. You were holding an Eldritch Blast, though, weren't you? Or did you dash that turn?
I had to dash.
Okay. So yeah, here we go. And as this thing gets up close, you notice it's odd looking. You're expecting just green mottled scales, but there's this surge of color throughout it, just underneath the skin. It's like when you spot a vein, but it's widespread and flowing through it. So there's 2 hits. 12 and 12 damage. You take 24 piercing damage as it bites down on you. And it has to make a dex save. Which it makes massively. So it takes 10 damage total. As it's engulfed in fire, which doesn't seem to be doing much to it. It's the surface of its body, a bit like yours, seems very slick. Very damp. And then it takes one more step. And tries to bite down on the half-elf with the other 3 heads.
Oh dear. I highly frown upon that.
2.
Oh, hell.
I don't think I have 13 hits, though. I think you have more armor than that, yeah?
Yeah, I have more than that, thank goodness.
Okay,
So
but that's
only
what-
the 19.
Yep, so that's 10 piercing damage as another head bites down on you. And at the end of its turn, that stump that was wiggling around splits into 2 more heads. Now it has 7.
Oh, hell.
Malgern.
Well, apparently chopping off the heads just helps it.
Not if we get all of them, I don't think.
I'm trying to work out this new party picture here.
Yeah, Speed Force. I'm the fastest dwarf alive.
No, I'm wondering why Cornelius is scooched up against Castalia. Okay, sorry.
Let's try to hack away at this thing.
Okay, you're gonna try and bash it. Ooh, these 20s coming out quick. So that's 14 damage. That is a miss. But ever so slightly a miss.
Oof. Alright, and just for funsies, I want to see what would happen if I try to throw this thing down.
You can't, it's too large.
Yeah.
Oh.
It is a huge, vast, many-headed Hydra. And you are
Then
but
I
a
put my
dwarf.
shield against one of its legs and start pushing.
Go ahead.
And that's my turn.
No, go ahead. Do your athletics roll.
Oh, we're gonna do this? Okay. What you got? What you got? You could roll a 1. Never mind.
It's quite big and powerful.
Wow. So even with my his plus.
No, I'm just fucking with you. Anyway, that's the end of your turn. Alcano is quite unsettled by this. He was not expecting a creature this vast, this notably dangerous. The half-orc noble thinks for a moment, knows he has to show he's okay, and then he's going to stride forward and draw from his scabbard. At first, it just looks like a handle comes out, but then as he twists his hand a little bit, twists his wrist, you can just see there's a flicker of light and there is a blade there. It is just incredibly thin. Most of the time it doesn't look like there's one at all. But as he swings, a tone comes out of it. Oh, and I did not bring up the right sheet, so... There we go. Humanoid sheet for true monsters. And he's going to try and have at it. And actually hits. Let's see here, so... Another 8 damage. He's then going to use his bonus action to disengage and back up slightly. In a fencing stance. And yeah, as he's lashed out at it, there's this strange, like, musical chime going on. Trembling Purr is going to move up a bit further, but Tabaxi Madam. Cornelius. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot. There was the other things that happened on his turn. So, so a couple of you have actually decided to stand near the flaming arrows, which means you are now lit up. So, these 2 are at Wolfgang. Even with the cover, that hits. Take 5 piercing damage as 2 arrows sail out into the air. One of them landing near the wolf, the other landing in his back. Ooh. You hear a clink as Naros just seems to hit against a stone wall, but this one hits Zarzul for 3 piercing damage. Jesus, what is with these fucking rolls? Low then high, low then high. This one was at a Cornelius.
Oof. Ah.
And then that one was a Droop, but he is actually more evasive than that. Wait a minute, is he? Let me just double check his AC. Nope, he's not. He's terrible. So he takes 7 piercing damage. There is this from behind Cornelius as Naro just fuds in the Droop, and he looks really bad.
Yeah, I can hear it.
Also, there's 2 more. These ones are going to go for... Yeah, these ones are going to go for the one who they can actually see, come to think of it, so... Yeah, it would have to be Castalia. I think a 14 misses, though.
Yep.
Could you draw somewhere where those flaming arrows are?
Oh, yeah. I had them marked on the GM layer. Hang on. I'll just draw a little bit here. So,
I find it amazing that they can take the shot with Giant Hydra in the list.
that's why they could only fire at you. There wasn't an angle for anyone else. Let's see. So there was one on the road here. There was one here by Cornelius and Droop. And then there was one in the trees here that landed about here. And then there was
We'll say one by
here.
the dog.
Yeah, but they weren't going to go for the dog. And then there was one here. Alright, now it is your turn, Cornelius.
Alright, well, first of all, I'm gonna move over to here. And hope Droop follows with me, hides behind the wall.
Yeah, of course.
And
As he tries feebly to try and pull this arrow out of his arm, and it's just not working. He's too weak.
yeah, I'm just gonna tell him to wait. Wait here, stay safe. Don't go into the near the light of the arrows. And then I'm actually gonna do a spell I haven't done in quite a while. On the same character that I used it the first time. McGurn, you're about to become a lot larger.
Rain, you're gonna have to give me a dex save if he's gonna enlarge Malgurn.
Oh, shiitake mushrooms.
Just to make sure you don't get clouded in the face by expanding dwarf ass.
I eagerly await the
Yeah,
moment.
that's enough for you to just hop back.
No, I'm awaiting the beardening when it grows bigger and more mighty.
So you're casting enlarge on him?
Yeah.
Yep. Malgurn,
I'll-
well, the party gets to behold as Malgurn just... First of all, it's kind of weird because he doesn't go taller, he just goes broader for a moment. He just seems to be this incredibly stretched and squat feature. And then, like one of those inflatable punch dummies, he just slowly starts to rise. Until, with full glorious beard wafting in the wind, he rises up enlarged. So now, whenever you swing your weapon, you do an extra 1d4 damage. You've also got advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws. Also, Droop is going to tug on your sleeve, Cornelius, with one hand. And says, I could try and cast a spell.
Go ahead.
Okay. It's standing on the ground, so I'm going to cast Earth Tremors.
Oh god.
But he doesn't. Castalia, Rain, Malgurn, and also the Hydra. You all feel as if you're giving birth right now. You feel horrible cramps and twinges and pains. Your knees are drawing together. You feel awful right now. It is horrendous. Also, there's a lot of pitiful, feebly warbling from the owlbear, Mr. Pufflesworth. Because he too is getting very confused by this. Give me a con save.
Oh, hell.
You get the initial sensation, but can you shake it off? Well, that's a success. Wow. Pufflesworth does
Oh.
not shake it off.
Oh wait, do we all have to throw a con save?
Mhm.
Yes.
The Hydra does, however. Also, so
Damn.
does Castalia. And Malgern.
I was hoping the Hydra would get hit by this.
So who's still giving birth?
Currently you and Pufflesworth.
Wait, can I ask for some clarification? Why is this happening again?
Because
I'm
he
little
cast a
lost
spell
here.
called Earth Tremors, but screwed up his math.
It's birth tremors.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you gotta
Okay,
read the spell
never mind.
card.
The thing is, the
Oh, I
does not
didn't.
the
Okay.
benefit of multiple attacks would have really helped on that Hydra.
It would have.
Okay, I didn't see that. I didn't see that spell card.
But sadly,
Okay.
Droop's DC is not high. Rain, you were one off.
Oh, fuck.
Hey, that means Droop has 2 in his? No. 1. Oh, he's got a modifier.
No, he's just got proficiency.
I would thought with the.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's-
yeah, just proficiency. But hey, he doesn't have 0 anymore.
Whoops.
That was interesting.
I could have sworn I got that one right.
We'll talk about it later. Just sit down, Droop. Okay?
Please don't let Rain chase me.
I won't.
For long.
Alright.
Castalia, it's your turn. There was a horrible sensation for a moment, but luckily it's gone.
Okay, and. Oh, I'm certainly glad it's gone. Okay, well, first things first, I'm going to Hexblade Curse the Hydra.
Okay.
Look at that feature I really should be using. But
You really
end up
should.
not using.
There we go.
And I don't have advantage because there's no flanking here. Well, it's very much larger than me.
It is.
Does that just result in lower HP instead of +2 attack? Or lower AC for it?
It has pretty thick hide. Like, it is big, it's not dexterous, but it is pretty thickly armored.
Okay, so just no real change to my attack rolls.
No, you also know that if... Yeah, that's not how it works in 5e.
Alright, so just standard rolls. Okay.
Yep. I mean, you can
Alright,
try and
then I'm
maneuver
gonna-
around it if you want to get...
Well, I kind of can. I got a tree and a giant dwarf and
Yep.
a house.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's not really many places I can go.
Yep.
So I'm just gonna lash it twice with Sodden Lash. Make sure I just want to make sure all the rolls are right.
Mm-hmm.
See.
Yeah, since you made that a packed weapon.
Yeah. Alright.
Also, you now know whether you're destined to be a mother or not. What is with tonight's rolling here? A 22 hits.
Nice.
And so does the 29. As once again, another head is snapped off. Actually, by this point, yeah, that'd be 2 heads have been snapped off. So let's see here. So that's 14, 16, so 30, 34. Yeah, you grab at your... Well, to be fair, are you holding it or do you summon it?
I'm holding it.
All right. So you draw a
Because I
sudden lash
brought
off
it out
them.
while I brought it out while performing.
Yeah. You draw a sudden lash off that moss clump on your hip. With a twirl of those dancing silks, you then lash out with this twisted, mangled length of grasses, of wild grasses and withered flowers. And as you just strike out, I mean, Malgern, you were hitting it pretty well with a sword, but then she just cracks two whip slashes off, and 2 heads fly off, and just sort of slump on the ground and start to rot away very quickly. There are gouts of blood as the stumps just flail wildly and angrily. It now has 5 heads. Oh, you also get your damage dice for your Hexblade Curse.
I added those in.
Oh, you add those in? Okay.
Yeah, I added that into the formula.
Okay. Rain, your turn.
Oh, goody. Let us see.
Well, this whip is. It's a magical one. But then it's also making her look as if she is always drenched in water, with patches of moss growing on her at times. Which clashes a bit with the whole desert dancer's outfit, where she's walking around in skimpy silks.
I want the thing to die.
And then the black smoke from the pipe. She's a confusing bit of aesthetics.
I'm going to go for my favorite thing ever.
Of course, you launch Possible Horse into the fight. Good idea.
No.
Also, of course, while this is happening and you're thinking and deciding what you're going to do, yeah, it's not a good story downstairs. You're now getting some information on if you would ever want to be a mother, and a bit of you saying no. And it's no surprise that as there's these twitches and spasms and horrible issues of muscle, you fling off your guiding bolt, but your knee goes in at one point and you just tilt and it just sails off into the night sky.
Fuck!
You're possibly also saying that a lot. Pufflesworth is beside you, just trembling and feebly shivering.
Aw.
And just a feeble little voice. Sorry! Zarzul.
Okay, which direction did those arrows come from?
They came from around this region here.
Okay, up there-ish. Okay. Well then, I'm going to move slightly. Tree is well and truly between me and it.
Mm-hmm. It was before.
And yeah. And I'll mark the Hydra.
Need to get the marker. Alright, wavy flame token is on the Hydra as you single it out as your target.
And fire another arrow at it.
"19 hits.
Yep. Okay.
Meanwhile, Siegfried's probably thinking, I gave him the crossbow.
He couldn't
Next
use
round.
it that turn.
And number 5. As just this arrow thuds into one of the flailing throats and just digs in hard. More blood pouring, but the creature seems still intensely furious.
And Zazzle's going to ponder how you go about killing a Hydra.
Okay, you can do that in your next turn. You've used up all your actions. Wolfgang.
Wolfgang's going to go and help Morgan.
I think I'm fine, buddy. Thanks.
Okay. Ooh.
Everyone has gotten a crit so far, apart from the ones who don't really roll. What is up with roll 20
is
today?
rigged.
And number 13 damage.
Seen its strength check before, so we know that's never going to hit the DC. It's always going to pass DC 11.
Well, more importantly, that just doesn't happen. It's too big a creature for Wolfgang to pull down.
Yeah.
Because it does not make sense that a normal wolf could pull down a hydra or a giant. They just didn't put that in the rules because, well, it was only going to go against players.
And that's all of Wolfgang's turn.
Alrighty. Siegfried.
Oh, Siegfried's going to move slightly more behind the tree to about there. Not much, but just something. Fire his crossbow again.
Hang on a second. Oh.
Was hidden.
I know you were. But you still moved. And you were kind of in its view range at that point. Let's see here. So your roll was 15, yeah? It did spot you.
It did spot me.
It did spot you, and it's going to take an attack of opportunity on you. As one of the other heads comes around the clamp. That's the wrong one. There we go. Lurkers of the Swamp.
Give him the clamps.
Ooh.
9 damage.
I'm going to use my uncanny dodge to negate that.
Well, I mean, you take 4.
4?
But yeah. Yeah. Wolfgang
Would
is
I
a,
be able
is a
to
Ranger's
actually
Beastmaster
impose
role, but he's
disadvantage
still...
on this?
Hmm?
Can I impose disadvantage on this, or?
Well, no, because you have to be near.
Yeah.
You have to be near Siegfried.
Oh, not just the creature that's attacking him. Okay, never mind then.
Yeah, because it's you putting your shield in front of him. Also, Wolfgang is a Ranger Beastmaster companion, so while he does get extra abilities, he's still a medium-sized wolf. And this is a huge Hydra. Speaking of... Oh. Yeah, that's a miss.
And he's probably going to start hiding again.
Alright, you are hidden for now. Well, it's the Hydra's turn now. And it can see one very large thing in front of it. So it's going to start biting.
Melgern, Ine, choke. Holy shit!
Only 2 hits, sadly.
Yeah, but fucking hell.
You take 27 damage as all 5 heads start to writhe in on you, start chomping away. And then at the end of its turn,
That hurt.
yeah, at the end of its turn, 3 more heads burst out from the stumps. It now has 8 heads writhing in the air. Melgern. You felt big for a moment, and then it feels like you got bitten a little. You got chewed.
Yeah, so I'm gonna swing at it, but can I make a distinction here? I'm aiming for the body, not the heads, because I don't want it to get any more.
These heads are flailing around wildly.
Ah, son of a bitch.
You take the hits where you can get them. Plus, you are using a sword.
Oh, yeah.
That's a hit. And don't forget your D4 for being enlarged. Alright, 14 damage. That's another hit. And as you just lash out, another head sails off into the air. So that'll be 7 heads. And 15 damage. It's looking a bit rough, but it's still got a lot of heads. What are you doing?
Second wind.
Alright, you just take a moment, gather your breath in. Alcano's turn.
And that's my turn.
Okay. Alcano is going to look around at what's going on, and he's going to say, "Young lady, please, duck and dive. Do not be chumped by this thing." As he points at Castalia, and you get a Bardic Inspiration dice. You get a D8,
Nice.
which you can apply to skill checks, attack rolls.
But not damage rolls.
Not damage, just attacks.
And saves. Although it has to be after the dice is rolled, but before it's been declared if it is attack or success or not.
Mm-hmm. And Trembling Pearl is going to use Healing Word on Malgern at a slightly higher level. You get 8 points of health. As she just goes out, "Do not fall in the line of duty. Please do your best for our town." And now it's the turn of the arrows. Let's see here. Their targets have thinned down a little bit. But Siegfried, you're starting to feel a little exposed where you are. Especially as 3 arrows come down towards you. That's only 1 hit, though. And they were coming from there. Actually, I can peel back a bit more of it since you're further up. So let's see here. There we go. You still can't see them, but you can see where the arrows came from. Also, 1 arrow was fired off at Zarzul, but doesn't remotely hit. Let's see here. Then the rest get into position. Let's see, who can they see at this point? Well, they can see the dwarf, actually. He's big enough to tower over. So 4 arrows sail through the air towards the enlarged dwarf. And 2 of them hit. You take 9 piercing damage, Mulgurn, as 2 arrows thud into your side. Those ones came from over here. Alright, Cornelius, you're up.
Yeah, and with all those arrows, I am going to move over to here, and then let's see how far can I actually. Oops. Yeah, well, I'm gonna use Sleet Storm, and gonna put it. Let's see, it's a 40-foot radius. Yeah, so I'm just gonna put it in.
Hang on, I've got my little token after all. Let me just fish it out.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it around here. So I'm gonna make this. Oh, what? Hang on. Let me just make sure I don't actually hit.
Let me just fish out the token.
Okay, maybe a bit further up so it doesn't actually hit. See, I can cast it at 150 feet.
Is it really a 40-foot radius?
Yep, 40-foot radius.
Because that's insane.
20-foot tall cylinder.
Let's see, so it needs to be shrunk down by another square or 2.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's how big it is.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it further up. So,
Well then.
You're going to put it up here?
So I can
Winter
block-
is coming.
Yeah,
Okay.
right there, so I can block the sight line for the archers. It's just a thick sleet storm coming down now, so it's almost impossible to see through.
Yep. Oh, hang on. That's the there we go. The border of it's a little too thick. That's better.
And I'm gonna move back next to Drew.
Siegfried, as you're hiding there, suddenly a massive fucking snowstorm erupts right beside you.
Quibble, quibble, quibble.
I mean, you know Cornelius did this, but that doesn't really help.
No, doesn't help.
Also, Droop, realizing his mistake... Well, actually... Yep, he successfully ceases his spell.
Oh, thank fuck.
You may have learned something today about yourself, Rain. Pufflesworth, however, has learned something he was never going to ever learn anyway. But now he knows it. Castalia. Don't sigh at combat, you're making it seem like a chore.
I'm not. It's just this has been a magical combat.
Literally and figuratively.
Yes. So let's see. Just combine. Nope, still not flanking. So time to lash out again onto Hydra. Big multi-headed lizard needs to go down.
That's a miss.
Oh.
That second one's a hit, though. And your calculations are still in there, yeah?
Yep.
This takes another 12 damage. Once more lashing out with that tangled mass of earth and vegetation. Oh, you do have your bardic inspiration.
I actually have 3.
Yeah, but you can't
So,
you can't use the ones in the suit on yourself.
Oh, okay.
So that's an advanced bard ability. But you can roll the d8 that you were given by Alcano.
Then I'm gonna roll that for the first one.
Still a miss, sadly.
Yeah.
Alright, Rain, it's your turn. You feel a lot better now, although the memories will probably last for a long time.
But Now I want to light this mofo up.
Okay, tell me how. That is a hit,
There
and you
you
do
go.
indeed light it up. As you blast off a glob of intense radiant energy, and another head comes off. As it's just incinerated.
That makes me feel better.
It is also now a shining beacon for the next attack.
That's all I wanted to do.
Okay. Give me a strength save.
Ah, hail, Pufflesworth.
Why did I close his sheet? There we go.
Yeah, he still has to roll to try and forget his.
No, this wasn't for the birth tremors. This was he wanted to run away,
Ah,
but you managed to keep him in place. Because ferocious as an owlbear is, he is but a baby one. And that's a big fucking hydra. Zarzul.
Yes. Would it be bonus to consider how to kill a Hydra or main action?
I'll let it be a bonus for you. Because it's nature. Who knows, you might get one of those ridiculous 20s that have been rolling about today.
Okay, I'm going to consider it. Hi.
You think if you stab it enough, it will die.
Okay, on that front,
You've heard, I will say, you have heard stories about how people use fire to cauterize the wounds, but that didn't seem to work on this one. And the fact it's got this strange glow underneath its skin does say it might be a bit different. That is a hit, though. And don't forget your hunter's mark. Yep. 12 damage.
same time.
That's a hit. And another head comes off. Leaving it with just 4 for now.
How many did it start with?
It started with 6.
Maybe Maybe improvement. Depends how many pop out again.
Alright, Wolfgang. Also, the creature is now bloodied. It has been bashed around a lot, it's been cut and severed. Another strong hit. And with that attack, the creature responds as it bites
Hey.
down on the wolf
Aw, poor puppy.
with a
Yep.
legendary action.
Puppy is not pleased.
Siegfried.
Well, with a big snowstorm going on behind me, I think it's time for shanking. Is it? Where would I be? There?
As you move into its range, it will take a bite at you.
Isn't
Unfortunately,
that
14
only
misses.
if you leave its range?
Normally, yes.
That gets.
It is in a frenzied,
Is
bloody
that a
state
melee
right now.
Is that melee combat, or do I need to go one more? And I can't quite tell.
You
on
are
that.
in combat with it, yeah. You're in connection. "14 just scrapes off the side.
I would have advantage because Castalia's opposite.
Nah.
And also guiding bolt.
Guiding Bolt actually was used by you.
Okay, is that only one attack?
It's only one
Okay.
attack, yeah. And yeah, if you move here, then you get flanking.
Okay, and then go to there.
Yeah. "15, and another head comes sailing off. It now has 3 left.
I yell over to Mulgurn. Your turn. So bonus. Yes.
As this thing staggers there, bloodied, battered, there's a surge of color beneath its skin. You can see just underneath the thickened scales this deep white light. I'm going to need a dex save from Siegfried, Wolfgang, Malgern, Castalia, Rain, and Pufflesworth. Actually, let me just double check
Alright.
here. So let's see. Yeah, 20 and, well, from here. So actually, Pufflesworth is okay. So is Zarzul.
Wrong one, but still bad.
The dwarf is very dexterous.
Yep.
Squatly nimble, man.
As from all the wounds and the stumps issues out this horrendously chilling mist. Those who fail take 29 cold damage. Those who succeed...
Well, I'm out.
What do you mean? Is that you out of... You're down on the ground now?
Yep.
Can I use my uncanny dodge on that?
I think you're able to, yes. No, it's not uncanny dodge, it's evasion. You need evasion to do this.
What was the success was a 14?
Yeah. Success is a 14.
Oh, I got
Crap,
that.
so you
there.
mean I just failed? Or did I pass?
Oh, no. I thought you meant for damage. No. The DC was 15.
50. Fuck! 20.
But Siegfried, you didn't succeed, so you can't use evasion. You take the 29. Evasion's only if you succeed on a dex save.
No, I meant uncanny dodge to halve the damage of the attack.
I think that's for a roll, not a save. Let's double check on the old PHB. Let's see here, rogue. Uncanny dodge. Hits you with an attack. Yeah, this isn't how that works. It's not a roll, you see. Yeah. It's more like an AoE kind of thing. Is that your turn?
We're up to
Hello?
the Hydra's turn.
No, that's what I'm saying. Your turn's over, yeah?
Yeah, that's all I can do.
At least you're still up. Now let's see what's
Yeah,
for.
but I've got the low health warning ringing in my ears.
Mm-hmm. Now let's see. It's only got 3 heads, though. Oh, okay. So let's see here. First attack is going to be on the big dwarf. Nice.
It's not a bit.
Number 9 damage. One of the heads is going to go for the easy meal of a wolf.
Oh,
It's okay. Doesn't make a difference. It's not a crit anyway. That's 2 failed death saving throws for Wolfgang. And the third one... It's going to go for Siegfried. In case you're wondering, it was 1 Castalia, 2 Malgern, 3 for Siegfried. Oh!
Oof.
As you take 6 piercing as it just chomps down.
Can technically use my uncanny dodge to
You
make
can
that,
to reduce it to 3.
3.
Yes.
which is exactly my hit point.
So you dodge amazingly, stunningly, but the moment the attack is gone, you just collapse like a ragdoll. Also, let's see here.
Yep.
So, yes, 1, 2, 3. You took 4 heads off at that round, I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
Yep. Which means out of those stumps sprout 8 more. It now has 11 heads.
It's pretty top heavy now.
Oh, hey, that's how that works. Okay.
Hydras are particularly nasty.
Most of as the heads burst free, you can see that wounds are closing over, encased by ice. It is now in much stronger form. In fact, it would have been stronger form if I'd been reading the rules correctly, but I missed that little bit.
So wait, it's encased by ice.
No, the wounds are encased in ice.
Oh.
It's like it's scabbed over, but cold.
So this is an ice hydra.
Mm-hmm. Also, it's going to take a bite with his legendary action at Malgern. And fail miserably. As its head
Suck
just...
it, Hydra.
As you just
Roll.
puff out your chest and the head smashes its face against you.
Roll to see if the Hydra attacks itself.
You don't get the benefit of that, I'm
One of it.
afraid. Malgern, it is your turn. There's now a Hydra-shaped dent in the front of your chest plate.
And I'm angry. But using a lick of sense, I am going to switch to the top.
That's a hit. Solid 9 bludgeoning. An extra 3. Brings it back down to double digits. The second hit is a miss.
And I'm just going to puff up my chest again. I'm feeling large and in
As
charge
all
right
11 heads start writhing and twirling around you. There's a lot of hungry
now. Bring it
looks.
on. Bring it on.
Next up is Alcano, who is going to cast Healing Word. For a moment he decides he can see the dog, he can see, but he knows his wife will have this sorted, so he casts Healing Word on Castalia. You're now alert again with 5 HP.
Does it go negative in this one?
No, negatives
just
don't
drops.
exist.
Alright, so I got 5 HP instead of 1.
The only thing that matters is if you get hit by twice your max HP.
Ah.
And of course, death saving throws. And then of
And
course, Trembling Purr is going to cast slightly higher leveled Healing Word onto Wolfgang. Oh, he's up with 14. Cats and dogs,
I
not
just love-
always enemies.
I just love when they flip over for being falling down.
It's a habit for the brothers.
It's a cute effect. I like it.
Unfortunately, she
Makes
can't
it easier
see.
to tell what's happening.
Hmm?
Makes it easier to tell what's happening.
Yeah. Unfortunately, she wasn't able to see Siegfried behind the Hydra. Cornelius.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Actually,
Yes.
I forgot the arrows. I keep forgetting these guys' turns. I suppose... Yeah, I'll just have to add them to the tracker.
Oh dear.
They rolled like shit. So let's see here.
Well, I would imagine so, since the sleet storm in the way.
Let's see. They don't have a lot of angles on you. But they can see that the Hydra is still alive and thrashing, so... Yeah. You see, darting out of the darkness is... Well, Castalia would see this, Mulgurn a little bit as well. Is a humanoid frog. He's dressed in leather armor, although very patchwork, and he's holding a decrepit sort of rotten bow.
Okay, then.
And he hops up onto the wall to take a different position. And he's going to fire at Malgurn because he's the biggest target. Oh, nice.
What?
I get one of those 20s. Yes! Well, he can't really see Castalia with the building in the way in the Hydra. He can see you, though. You're towering over.
So 4 more piercing.
Mm-hmm.
Plus...
Yep.
Oh, plus...
Yep.
9.
13 damage total. Then there's another 2 bow shots from the darkness. One completely whiffs, the other just pings off your shoulder. And actually, yeah, they'd all move to take a shot at him, so there we go. Another 3 piercing damage.
Ow.
Let's get them in position. And for the other pack... Yeah, they don't actually have a shot. Okay. Now it's your turn, Cornelius. Sorry about that.
Okay, I'm
No, you're
going
not.
to shoot off a scorching ray at a higher casting level, so it's going to be 4 scorching rays instead of just 3 at
Okay.
the Hydra.
All 4 of those miss.
Oh god.
Yep. Rain, you get to watch as he casts off 4 beams, and you can see the writhing 11 necks and heads. And for some reason, the ray just goes through the gap between all of them. That's unfortunate. 2 of those were 1 point away from hitting.
You took all of my rolls, you son of a bitch.
He threaded the fucking needle.
Droop starts flipping through his spell book.
Oh god.
Can I help? Can I help? Can I help with this? What should I cast? What should I cast?
What do you have?
I got Earth Tremors, although that doesn't seem to be working. And I've got, Mind Spike.
Sure.
Okay, just give me a second here. As he starts twisting his fingers around, he flings his hand forth, and then one of the Hydra heads looks very confused for a moment before it ruptures
Fuck.
as he casts Mind Pike. Where the head was is now a very large pike that just flops and flails.
Hey, that's a good one.
Ah! I swear I got that one right.
That's a good one.
It worked. As he just looks up at Cornelius.
It certainly did.
Castelia.
You're fright.
Go on.
You can be a frightening little thing when you want to be.
I could have sworn I did it right. Castelia, your turn. There is now a flopping fish in front of you, and a 10-headed hydra.
Oh dear.
Oh, that kind of pike.
Yeah, it's a big fish.
Is the head going to be able to grow back now that there's a fish there instead?
Could someone say something, please?
Hello?
Something.
Hello?
Thank you. I want to make sure Discord was not messing up.
You got 5 HP. And there's a shitload of heads.
At least not currently. So, there's one.
2 more whiplashes.
Just-
Both hit.
Yep.
Big damage. Oh, actually. You did go unconscious. Which means the Hexblade's curse would have been gone.
Barnacles.
So I'll have to remove that, and we'll have to... What was your damage without that dice? Let's see here, so... let's see, so that is 12. That one's 11, then 8. So still really fucking good rolls.
Minus 3 from first number.
It says here +4.
I get one naturally because packed weapon. I have
Okay.
that as a feature.
Alright, so 16, and then 16, 17, so there. 33 damage. Okay, and another head sails off. Now has 9. Anything else? You still got your bonus.
Mm-mm. No, I'm done.
You might be. Rain, it is your turn.
You cut off there.
Just said you might be done.
Yeah, I'm finished.
This is a dangerous
I want
situation.
to move up here. And then I want to do a da 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 da. Boing!
To Malgern, of course.
No, mass healing word.
Mass
I want to
healing
hit up
word.
Castalia, Malgern, Doggo, poor Siegfried all the way down there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Me.
Said very
I didn't-
affirmatively.
And Droop still has an arrow in his arm, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so Droop too.
Hey. Thank you.
You're welcome. Do the pike thing again.
I can't. He's only got
Save
2
it for
level 2.
later.
He's only got 2 level 2 spell slots. All right, that was your bonus.
All right, and then
I think you can either attack or you can cast a cantrip. Or you could dodge, disengage, dash. Or some of our action.
Well, my cantrips aren't a...
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can do that. Well, in that case, hey Malgern.
There you go. You get a D4 on your ability checks.
Oh, cool.
All right, you still got some movement left.
Nope, I'm quite happy hiding behind the Dorfy.
All right, Zarzul.
Okay. Now those frogs and range. Okay. I'm going to switch to the crossbow, twiddle the thing, and launch a bolt at it.
Okay. You've got your advantage. A solid hit. As the bolt ignites, it sails off. There is the explosion, but it just seems to... It doesn't even seem to move against the force of it. The bolt definitely thudded in. And is once again bloodied.
And with that,
Another bite. That's another hit. Solid 9 damage. He tears through. That combined takes another head off. There's now 8 flailing.
and that's the end of my turn.
Wolfgang. That's a hit. Number 11. It's in a bad way. But it's also going to take a legendary action. To bite, let's see, yeah, it would have to be its Wolfgang. There we go. Takes 7 piercing damage as the wolf is just chomped once again by the Hydra. Large teeth marks matting the fur. A great deluge of saliva as this thing just hungers.
Okay, I think that's better.
Alright, Siegfried. You are face
Nothing
down the
else
dirt, but
for-
hey, there's a nice shiny red apple there.
Got to kind of stand up and see the thing in front of me and shank it.
That's a hit. $19 damage. Another... As you get up, it turns around slightly to look at you, or one of the heads does, and you manage to carve through it, leaving it with 7 heads.
And I'm just kind of in a bit of a daze, so I'm going to stab it again. My offhand for 2 damage.
You just about dink through the shell. Well, the scales.
And that's my turn.
It is. It's now the Hydra's turn. Siegfried, you really hurt it. You really, really hurt it. So I think the ape put you on the floor.
Technically, I'd use my uncanny dodge on that, and then the next one would put me
Okay.
on the floor.
And the other 4 are still going to go for the dwarf. Well, we'll go for 3 of them, actually. There we go. 2 more hits on the dwarf. 18 damage.
Dwarf is on the floor.
That's going to savage Siegfried once again. So that's 2 failed death saving throws on Siegfried. Malgurn, give me a death saving throw. As you all get to witness something that Cornelius has seen a few times, actually, in the one time he cast it before, of the dwarf, large, tall, and just slowly careening and then food with a massive clang of metal and beard. Alright, that's 1 success. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot about something important.
Oh,
Yeah, you guys took 4 heads off.
but it got hit by fire damage.
Yeah. Doesn't apply to this one.
Ah,
You may have noticed the fire damage was
Fucking
not doing
hell.
its attack. Its good job on this one. So let's see now. That is now 8 more heads it gets. Jesus Christ.
yeah, hydras are really.
Yep. Let's see. So yeah, it now has 15 heads, and it looks to be in better condition. As once again, the scales seal up, the wounds close.
Roll a hard Constitution save.
That doesn't work in this one.
Ah,
It's very straightforward this time. Alcano is looking around at this. He moves in close. Says, "Get up, my stout friend. Please, get up." And he's going to cast healing Cure Wounds on you. Cure Wounds has the modifier, yeah? I notice I don't get an answer from the cleric.
Oh, yes. Wait, hold on, let me look at that. Cure wounds. What kind of modifier are you looking for?
Yeah, it gets... I'm
Yeah,
just saying...
yeah, with your spellcasting modifier,
Yeah.
yes.
You get 7 HP back. As this strange magic-casting half-orc pumps 7 points of life back in the dwarf. And now the turn of the arrows.
He's got to put the dwarf back down in the dirt. Oh wait, he's already on the dirt.
Yeah, he's already in the dirt, so they can't actually see him right now. They don't really have a beat on anyone because there's a lot of heads. There are 15 Hydra heads flailing around in a direction. It is this colossal, horrendous orb of death and chewing.
How long before it has to make a strength save to stand up?
It's very brawny. Besides, it can use its legs, or it uses heads as additional legs. Yeah, for now they can't actually get a bead, so they instead are going to fire off 2 more fire arrows, and let's see here. Now they're sort of revealed. Let's see if they want to go for there. Yeah, they hit that spot. As they hit the roof of this building. Oh, that's the wrong one. Freehand I want. And just light a patch of a roof there. And then, let's see, and one more time here. Yep, they managed to hit. So we hit this little spot here and reveal even more.
Actually, the real question is, the dog managed to make its escape?
The dog has just cowed down, terrified, but yeah, it's going to make a dash now. It's a good boy. Let's see, is there a damage roll for the Sleet Storm?
And that's a damage roll?
Yeah, is there a damage roll
There's
for it
a-
for just going inside?
No, but there's a movement penalty, I believe.
Yeah,
They can risk being prone and moving. Hang on,
it's a
let me
dex
see.
save, isn't it?
Let me just cast it here so we can see.
One of them is very prone, as he decided to try and venture inside.
When a creature enters the spell area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there, it must make a dexterity saving throw.
Yep.
On a fail save, it falls prone.
Cornelius. It is your turn. Fire doesn't seem to be doing the job.
Well, that's fucking tough luck.
How about ice? Question mark?
it's made of ice.
I know, it's worth the shot. We haven't tried anything else yet.
The only other spells I kind of have requires me to get closer. Less so I'm just gonna take out my wand of mediocre damage and fire off 5 magic missiles.
Get closer, you pansy.
Well, give us another damage type going on it.
I mean, I can lift him closer if he wants me to.
17 damage total. It's looking rough. As many heads are flailing around, it doesn't seem like there's a lot of body left to it now.
And that's my turn. I'm safe behind the house.
Yeah. Droop, after seeing what taking a head off did, also sits down. I feel I have done my part, yeah?
You done well.
Castalia. There's just a swarm of heads in front of you. There's so many teeth and eyes. I should have been keeping track, though, on how many heads were actually lopped off in this fight. But for now, you've got a Hydra with 18 heads.
Do you want the rundown?
We'll get it after the fight.
I know the rules for the Hydra, so. But yeah, almost double the heads now. Sounds.
Yeah, it started with 6. Now it's at 15.
Yeah. Oh, almost triple the heads. Wonderful.
It is a swirling mass, but even though it's ravenously hungry, it doesn't seem like it's got much left in it. You've got spells, you've got attacks.
I have spells, yes, but most are utility, not make the damage. In fact, I only have one that makes damage, and I won't know the effect of it till later.
Make your move.
Hmm.
It's you in this swirling mass.
So now I can't. Well, someone has to sit in here and at least be a target.
That's what the dwarf's for. That's why he's so big.
Yeah, but that's why he. Yeah, but he's already fallen down.
Yep. Also, now I need
Not for much longer.
I need to correct myself. Isn't enlarge reduced concentration?
Yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to keep Sleet Storm up at the same time.
I've readjusted that, so
Didn't matter much for the fight, but yeah, I should have caught that earlier.
I guess it's just time to hit the Hydra again and hope when its turn rolls around, stuff goes.
Yeah, this thing is a great green mass of flailing wildness and viciousness, and you yourself have your tangled mess of long grass, of dead flowers, of clumps of moss, but you've been tearing it apart.
Well, let's continue the trend. Or at least one.
And you all watch as, dressed as some private harem's dancer, red skin, soaked to the skin by the curse, horns with a few wildflowers clinging to it, small little white petals. Castalia steps forth. Two great swing, well actually one great swing is all it took, but we'll say 2 for flavor. 2 great swings of a whip. Just carving through it, great streaks of green slicing through the scaled beast, and it falls dead.
Ah,
The devilish dancer slayed the beast.
I believe the music from Simon's Quest, the big Castlevania Simon's Quest, begins to play now.
Yeah, you're not getting the red orb, though.
no, not yet. The fight ain't over.
I mean, you have
I'll
no
deal
idea
with
that in
some
character, and
frogs.
it's not. Anything else on your turn?
No.
All right, we are out of initiative. There is a...
Oh.
Well, actually, there's a thing. You do hear loud croaking from up ahead. And you can see one of the flaming arrows lights up a little patch, revealing a couple of the frogman archers, and they're running for the north. They're running right back to the lake. It is on you guys. If you would like to pursue them, we can go back to initiative.
Let's pursue.
How's our noble reacting to them?
You'll get to know that on his turn. If you're going to chase after him.
Uh-huh.
It's up to you guys. Look at your current condition. Think about it.
Yeah, I'm not feeling so hot.
I'm feeling the frogs because I will totally fix Malgurn up.
Okay, your cleric
Oh,
is
now
out for
you're
blood.
a healer.
I
Okay.
healed earlier too.
So
mofo.
your cleric is out for blood, and your fighter's saying, "No, let's give peace a chance."
Hey, I got a healing bolt installed in my ring. That can help you get up on your feet as well.
Siegfried is face down the dirt.
I want to propose to pursuing frogs, but right now I mostly just want to.
I don't just want what?
Kick the Hydra
Hmm.
as a vent of frustration.
So what are you guys doing? Are you going to keep this fight going?
Yes.
Yeah.
I guess they're gonna push to keep this fight going, so...
All right, that's 3 votes. 1 reluctant. Who's tipping the balance?
Siegfried's unconscious at the moment, so he's got no say
Good
in
point.
the
Be
thing.
quiet. Any of the living got something they want to say. Webgun, Castalia, it's on you guys.
For our gracious hosts, let us go finish the task.
All right, the clock is back up. Castalia's turn over. Rain, it is now your turn.
Okay, so I'm going to help the stupid dwarf.
You
with
are
one of those.
helped. You don't feel like you are. You feel like you're scolded, but you're helped.
So these frog guys are further down by where all those on the other side of the Hydra.
Yep. The Hydra
One,
is not moving.
Yeah, all the way over here.
here we go. Where'd Doggo go?
Doggo is by the building,
Okay.
down to the south. He's near Droop and Cornelius. Now, let's check your vision range here. Yeah, this is about what you could see. You can see that there is what once was a farm building, really, but it's just been absolutely smashed apart by the Hydra. So is that your turn, Rain?
Yep.
So, for reference to those who can't see, she healed the dwarf, walked past him, and now stands above the unconscious and dying rogue.
I don't have anything to use to heal him yet because I didn't know he was unconscious again.
Give me a strength save.
Aw, hell.
Pufflesworth was taking a small interest in Siegfried, but you managed to pull him back. Zarzul, it is your turn.
Is run an action? Full action, as it were, not a bonus.
It is a full action for you, yes. It's only a bonus for some races and rogues.
Zazul's going to run up there, and on the way past the rogue, get up, you lazy.
Just going to dash past and then touch his head.
I don't even need to touch him, is the thing.
Alright, well, click your spell. There we go. Siegfried, you're back in the land of the living. Quite healthily as well. You got 15 points of health.
15 or 12?
15. If you see all the frees there. So he gets a free bonus for being life domain, then higher level, and then the actual healing. The life domain is your healer's healer. Alrighty, Wolfgang. Also, now you reveal this bit.
I kind of start getting the feeling that maybe we should start get back into town. We should maybe invest in some healing potions.
In the cart, I believe.
You've got 2 clerics, really. Why would you be so down on HP?
Probably because we fought a Hydra.
Yeah, that's a good reason. Man, imagine if it got into its turn with 15 heads. Every head gets to attack. Move your damn dog.
Considering options. Okay. Wolfgang's going to make a run for.
Yeah. Needless to say, the one on the wall here is out of range, but yep, you can get to him. Okay.
And that's good.
Yep. Siegfried, you're on the ground. Luckily, as you look across, so is the Hydra.
I'm going to stand up and attack the Hydra to make sure it's freaking.
You just press and stab your blade in time and time again, and you don't get any
Yeah,
reaction.
I'm gonna make it a push.
Hmm?
It's gonna be a pin cushion by the time I'm finished.
Okay, you start treating it like your furniture.
Oh yeah.
Let's just time it again. The blade sinks in. He has no idea if you're chasing frogs.
Oh, I'm just trying to get rid of the big thing in front of me.
And
Make
on
sure
the
it doesn't stand up again.
And on the Hydra's turn, Siegfried continues to stab it. Malgern, what are you doing?
Am I still extra fast?
Yep. Alcano is not casting up. Well, actually, Longstrider isn't even a concentration spell, so yeah, for an hour you've got 10 more feet of movement.
And I'm still large?
You are still
And in
huge.
charge.
Yes. Well.
Oh, it's not letting me use.
Stomp, stomp, stomp. As you just crush through this pumpkin patch, you start trampling on the spring onions. And you've got your oversized tosser in your hand, because everything grew with you.
Can I see that guy, or is he...
You can see him. He's standing up on that wall there.
Alright, I'm gonna toss... Wait, what's the range on the tosser? Is it 20 or 36?
I think it was 2060.
Oh yeah, he's within
Yeah.
20 feet. Okay.
Yeah, we went the basic throwing weapon range for it. That's a hit. And you almost smear him across. He's still... Oh, actually, yeah, with the extra bit.
Yeah.
You almost
Yeah, that's-
paste him across the stonework, There's very little of him left, but he's still sort of there, croaking pitifully.
How about now?
No, now he's gone. He's just a green smear.
Okay, that's my turn.
Alright, on Alcano's turn, he is going to admire the dead Hydra and also Castalia quite a bit, to a point where Trembling Purr has to walk up and chide him slightly by hooking one of her furred fingers on his tusk and pulling his head away for a moment. Do you not see, darling? They chase after those rotten little bullywugs. Yes, I see. It is fine. They can handle it. They have slain this beast. We should, yes, we should just revel in this moment of victory, no? Anyway, as you can see, the lady is very injured. So excuse me one moment. And he's going to cast Healing Word on you. Or not Healing Word, sorry, Cure Wounds. At a slightly higher level. And as he does so, he's whistling while he does it, instead of using any kind of incantation. And you now have 14 HP. Well, extra 14 HP.
Alright.
There you go, for the champion who saved our town! And your friends. Meanwhile, with a grumble, Trembling Purr is going to... There's a moment where, even under her own sort of dancing and partying outfit, you can see that the Tabaxi's legs tense for a moment, and then she's just darting over, and almost with a skid, she's beside Siegfried and says, "There, my darling, making goo-goo eyes at your devil woman. I will help you as well. Do not fret, friend." And Siegfried, you get 18 points as you keep stabbing. It is dead. You do not need to fret no more. You can assist your friends, yes?
I think it's dead now. Yes.
Yes, please calm yourself.
Maybe I'll probably see it in my dreams tonight, but at least I know this one's dead.
Oh, well, if you come by the Thrill and Lace and spend a little coin, or perhaps your reward money, you get much better dreams and a lovelier morning after. I find you just the right girl, or perhaps boy, or perhaps both. And now it's the Bullywug's turn. This one sees the massive dwarf stomping towards him, but then also sees that there's this horrible mangy mutt, matted with blood and fur. And so it's just going to croak out panically and drop its useless bow and then poke it out with a spear. And do nothing. And then it's just going to try its luck and try to run. So you get your attack of opportunity. Unless you've already used Wolfgang's reaction. I think you did, actually.
No.
No?
Ran over. There's been
Yeah, Zarzul
no
didn't do
reaction
it, yes.
since then.
Okay. Yep, that's a hit. Roll your damage. And as he tries to spring away, Wolfgang just grabs him by his skinny froggish leg and just pulls him to the floor. He's just croaking out in a panic at his comrades. Let's see, this one... Yeah, this one is actually going to help. They have the same sort of coloration. Does a 15 hit?
no.
That's a high AC on that wolf. So yeah, he jumped on over. He made 2 pokes and then looks at his friend, and then takes a couple steps away. This one is going to keep running. That one's dead. These lots can still see the dwarf. Just about. Only one of the arrows hits, however, for 4 piercing damage. As from the direction of the road, an arrow sails past and just jabs itself into Malgern's arm. Also, I can reveal a bit more of the area since the dark vision ones are up. And there's no more wall there. And that's the turn of the bullywugs. Cornelius.
Yeah.
Everything's safe here.
I'm assuming that's a corpse up there.
Yeah. Just didn't bother putting the X since it was just a civilian. If you're curious, this was the guy who got eaten as well.
Guess I'm just gonna dash to here. Can't do much else.
That poor Irishman.
Oh, actually, hang on.
Why do you say Irishman?
It's that face. Kind of
That's-
looks like someone
that's
I
racial
see at an
profiling
Irish
now.
pub glaring at me.
Well, funnily enough, that face is from the adventurers who were running away from the turtles on one of the covers of Dragon magazine, I think.
You want to take one alive for questioning?
Yeah, that was Siegfried's token. I mean, what?
If we can take one alive, that would be best.
So, which healing word is that? A touch spell or?
Healing word is the ranged one.
Oh, okay, well, I got a healing word in my ring.
Yep, so Rain, you cast that. Just a
So
basic
who
level.
needs it?
Oh, healing word.
And what's the range of it?
Are you sure? I don't think I put healing word in.
Oh, it must have been Zarzul then.
Yeah.
So
That's right, I forgot about which one was the healer.
So
Ah,
who needs the
bugger off.
most? Who needs the most healing? It's 8 healing apparently, or
it's 11.
11.
Probably Siegfried.
He's actually almost
I'm
full.
good now.
Oh, he's almost full now? Oh, okay.
Castalia's lost a bit more, I think, but that's about it. Everyone else is actually kind of peachy keen. You're in range of a dwarf.
Yeah, I guess Dwarf gets it then. No one else is, because Castalia is way back in safety right now, so.
And Droop just walks up kind of sheepishly behind you. Trying not to look at Castalia or any of the other ones who were in the radius of his previous spell. Castalia.
Right. Hmm. Right. Going to move here.
He'd have a slight bit of cover, because that bit of stone is still standing.
Then going to Misty Step here.
Okay.
And
Oh, actually, you could see pretty. Yeah, you could see pretty damn far. Okay.
and I'm going to Eldritch Blast that guy.
Okay.
Just pull that up.
Yeah, as the group reveals the other bunch of bullywugs that were taking pot shots at them. Both of those hit, and he is absolutely pasted. There, in a way, you could say that this frogman has died.
Others would say he had ceased to exist.
Yeah.
Some might say he
Arms
cried.
me did make a-
No, we're not saying that. That was the joke.
And that's it for my turn, because that was move, bonus, and action.
And a kill. So, you know, it's a fulsome turn for the Hydra Slayer. Alright, Rain, you're up.
Well,
You will notice, all of
That's-
you, that the Hydra has not gotten up.
I would hope not.
Still has 15 heads, though.
Should we get rid of the heads? You're now making me doubt.
I'm just pointing out salient information. Also, there's a destroyed farm. There's a couple of humanoid frog dudes running for their lives.
Can I hit any of the said frog duties? Oop. Don't move me. I wanted to measure.
Also, the sheepdog is padded over to Cornelius and Droop. Oop. The measurement is off the screen for me.
It's 55, and I want a...
Yeah, as long as it's within 60, you can hit him, because then you can also see him.
Bam!
So, what are you doing for the rest of your turn? Because that didn't happen.
I'm going to stand there and look very pretty.
Alright, roll me charisma.
Okay. Aw, I didn't get as pretty.
You managed to hide most of your annoyance, but once again the guiding bolt just sailed away. I don't know. If people are into a half-elf in a dress, yeah, they'd probably go for it. Zarzul. So let's get this poor dead man out of the firing line.
Okay, Zarzul is going to advance and tell the frogs stay put. We have questions, is the basic things he's trying to get across.
Okay. No roll. What else are you doing?
Okay. And at that point, he's going to try and intimidate them to stay put. Would that be...
How's he going to try and intimidate them?
Well, I'm hoping they understand common.
Hope springs eternal. So you're going to go for you're going to go mostly verbal?
And hand movements, yes.
Okay, you're going to
Have your
gesticulate at them.
puppy growl at them as well.
One is on the ground, and I'm assuming they're family members together. Seeing the colouring was the same. Oh dear.
That's your action.
Yep.
Shall we just skip the Wolfgang?
Wolf. Is just going to hold on to the one that's on the ground and stare at the one that's a little further away.
Oh, well, he's not actually grappled. He's only prone.
Can I a wolf grapple? What would that?
I'll say he's allowed to first time, yeah, since he's already on the ground. He's got a good chance.
You want strength or dexterity?
It'll be strength for Wolfgang since he's trying to grapple. Yep. He's still got this frogman's leg in his mouth. There's a lot of panic croaking. Alright then, Siegfried. The Hydra is still dead.
Good.
There's also a Tabaxi madam standing beside you in an outfit very reminiscent of Castalia's. It's not something you've seen a lot. It froze you a little bit. Also, for some reason, Rain is just standing there trying to look attractive. She's fluffing her hair up. She's adjusting her dress. She stands in an open field as the rest of you chase down these frogmen.
Okay, what I want to know is if I dash for my action and use my bonus action to dash, how far can I go?
Pretty much the whole map. But you'll get there
Can
and
I
you won't
get-
be able to do anything.
That's fine. I'm going to scare him shitless that I got that part close to begin with.
Suddenly you just appear out of darkness.
Well, to be fair, he's also running in the darkness until the frogmen appear suddenly.
Hang a bit of a right as I spot him. Yeah.
Actually, you know what? Roll me a perception. Because all you've seen here was Castalia blasting someone in the darkness. And in case you hadn't noticed, and all the times I describe it, her Eldritch Blast doesn't give off much light. You just heard this horrible throaty croak. Yeah, so you're charging in. Yeah, you do manage to get to him, but it's a little less.
At him, or am I a little bit over here or something?
No, you managed to get to him, but it's less graceful. You had to adjust yourself mid-stride, and when you were expecting to just sort of dash in, look intimidating, and scare the shit out of him, it kind of looks like you forgot where you were going for a moment, and then just sort of catch yourself and sidle in.
Okay, I'm there.
Yep. Malgurn. You grow an extra 2 heads. What's your turn?
Hell, the only 2 left are...
At least that you can see. Oh, actually, come to think of it. Siegfried, since you're there. Ta-da!
Oh, bugger.
Yeah, that's why you sort of stopped mid-step. You realized, oh, outnumbered. Anyway, Malgurn, back to you. You have no idea what's going on the right. As this gigantic dwarf just marches across, and he's going to mash the currently pinned and trapped frog.
And pro.
Yeah, with his health, you don't even need to use the hammer.
Okay. Well.
Are you going non-lethal or lethal?
Oh, I'm going lethal.
Yeah, you just raise your massive iron-shod foot up, then down slowly. You make sure to scoot a little bit so Wolfgang's not in the way. And then you just sort of let your weight fall. And there's not much resistance. That is a dead bullywug.
Can I reach the other one?
You can, yeah. It's literally this horrifying moment of you just put a gauntleted hand on the wall, lean round, and then just smash him with a hammer. You are a giant to this frogman. Because these guys stand about in between the range of a dwarf and a human.
Oh, okay.
That's a hit. A solid 10. There is this horrible moment as his leg pops out of joint. Not from hitting it, you hit him from the top, and it's just the force of it snaps his knees back for a second. But then they snap forward, then back again, because he's a frog. There's not much left of him. Still got your action surge.
I do, and...
You didn't use that during the Hydra fight. Hindsight's 2020. Might have been useful.
Wait, you expect him to use his abilities?
Fuck it, we're gonna hit him again. I was thinking about...
Oh, there goes that one. Never mind.
Splort. There is just this gush of red and green. There's a very flattened, well-pressed set of leather armor. The rest is just goo. Anything else?
That'll be it.
On Alcano's turn, he looks across at Cornelius. We have something to toast over. That's always nice. It's not just meeting new friends.
Indeed it is.
So yes, I must say, before I saw this creature, I was thinking of giving you, a bonus per head. No, I think that's a bad idea. But how do you think of 400 gold?
That sounds fine to me.
As for these bullywugs, you don't really have to... They could not do anything of this magnitude without this beast. They're just cretinous creatures down by the lake. Usually our hunters keep them in control, but this time they got bold.
Do they normally get these kind of creatures?
No, this is the first I have heard of such a thing. It's the first I've seen of a beast like this as well. That's his turn. Let's see here. Trembling Purr. Let's see now. Yeah, well, she actually has to rest now. She used her sprint move. Now it's the remaining Bullywug's turn. This set are dead. Oh, actually, hang on, rangefinder. Because you can actually see over this bit. So, yeah. You can see that there's one on the rooftop of this building. And with a panic squirt, he's just going to fire 2 more at the lumbering dwarf giant. And miss both times, and then books it. Just runs up and over and off. Now, Siegfried.
Yep.
Normally these are cowardly creatures. You aren't familiar with them offhand, but, they seem a bit goblinish. However, the odds are in their favor. And while they couldn't take the town, they might get a prize on someone who's wearing stuff that's shiny. We also don't know where the rest of the party is. So, you are surrounded by croaking, ribbiting frogmen. So let's see here. Yeah, there's a bit of advantage here from flanking on these guys, because, one of them would move to your other side, it's just I don't have a map there. So... So there's the attacks with advantage. Does a 17 hit?
Yep.
Okay. So you take 17 damage, and then they're normal attacks, as once again...
I'd take the 7 piercing, halve it.
Okay, down to 3. Then come the rest of the attacks. 2 more hits, and one of them just stumbles a bit. So you take another 9 damage, as they just get around you and just start shish kebabbing you. Cornelius.
Yeah. I don't assume that I can actually see what's going on up there.
You can't. There is no light being cast.
Yeah.
You might have heard some yelping from Siegfried. Depends how vocal he is when he's in mortal danger.
So yeah, I guess when I move up here, that's not gonna be close enough.
Well, you also don't have dark vision.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's
Yeah.
not close enough. Because I know
The only
range
light you
makes
have
it
right now is from the flaming arrow still burning beside you. Also, Droop can't even spot him for you. Yeah, he can't see up there.
Yeah, I guess I'm just going to have to dash to get closer.
Alright, Droop uses his bonus action to dash. He can see it at least. Siegfried's surrounded by frogmen.
We should do our best to save him next time.
I can still cast a spell.
Oh, well, do so. Help him.
It's the wheelbarrow.
Yeah, maybe not that one.
Okay. Sorry, Siegfried. And you can see Siegfried just on the edge of your vision. Little droop waving at you. Castalia. You actually saw that whole thing. You saw
Yep.
Siegfried charge into the frogman, and then they just immediately surround him and start poking at him. A bit like that gif of the Green Lantern.
Okay, well, I believe I can just hit that one.
Yep.
Actually, hold on. I should move closer.
Nah, he's got this covered.
And going to shoot the one that's giving flanking. Or this one again.
Yeah, fuck it. Yeah, it'd actually be arranged like this.
Oh. Well, still.
Yeah.
Take away one flank. And... pew, pew.
Alright, that's one hit for 4 damage. As it just fuds into him. He sort of glances a little panicked. You can see his big bulbous eyes stretching open.
And that's it, sadly.
Alrighty. Rain, it's your turn. You are standing there, looking pretty. Possibly.
Alright, so I'm going to 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Take Pufflesworth with me.
Yeah, reminds
Oh
me
dear, can I even do diddly squat? Aha, I might be able to do diddly squat. On the frog that is behind Siegfried.
Anything else of your bonus action?
No, that was my bonus.
Oh, wait a minute, actually. No, that's right, I changed their AC because they were using bows. You actually hit him.
Aha!
So it's the one below Siegfried, yes?
No, the one above.
Oh, the one above? Okay. He is incinerated in blinding radiant light.
Good, good.
There is just nothing left. Zarzul.
Okay.
Looks like this whole session is going to be the one battle. But what a battle.
I
You
probably
can't
don't
see
see them, do I?
Nope.
Just out of range. That's probably about my round then.
Alright, Wolfgang. I figure at least you'd be asking each other what happens and filling each other in as you run.
Yep. There was a pitiful feeling this way. Sounds like Siegfried.
Siegfried. You're pretty much surrounded.
Well, I'm going to stab at the one one of the ones next to me. And it's just I got my damages wrong. Oops. Oh well.
That's a hit.
Technically that would be +1, but yeah. And that would also have a +1 because I haven't done the magic sword. At least magic sword get plus.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. 7 damage. Which one are you hitting? Left, right, bottom.
We'll go say one to the left.
All right, one to the left. As you carve through this thick, pungent frog flesh.
I'm going to use my bonus action to disengage.
Mm-hmm.
And then get a little bit of distance between me and them.
All right, you got your normal movement. And the Hydra's turn. It begins a long process of decomposition. Malgern.
Okay, I guess I should start running.
A
That's
dash
a
would carry you pretty
long way.
far. You know, if you had your action surge, you could probably get in the combat now.
Do you remember you got Long Strider?
Yep, he is moving with 40 feet. So he can dash for 80.
And that's my turn.
Alrighty. Alcano and Trembling Purr don't contribute much to their turn. They just meet up. The Bullywug's turn. They look at their odds now. And just leg it. They just run right back to the lake. I mean, they'd be 60 feet from where they are now, so... If you want, they are effortless. If you want to kill them, I'll say you did.
I would like to try and interrogate one to find out where they managed to find a Hydra. Because obviously they were in cahoots with it.
It's a party vote. This can end with a capture, or it can end in genocide. Or you can just let them run.
We need some to get away just to spread the word that attacking this place is not a good idea.
Do you really think they're intelligent enough to do?
Well, they're apparently intelligent enough to hurt a Hydra hidden here, so maybe.
I'd say capture.
Agreed. Capture at least one.
Yeah, all you're going to be able to get is one. The other two try to put up a bit of a pitiful struggle, but you manage to get one. He's bleeding out croaks. He's ribbiting. You killed Bud and but now you've got Wise. And we are out of initiative. The combat is over. The Hydra is slain. You have your prisoner. You're out here on the ruined farmland. Great footprints and stomps from that Hydra as it's just sailed out of the lake. You can see now there's many little squat little footprints from the bullywugs, including a few that you weren't able to catch in time. But you have your one bound prisoner.
Now, I believe somebody had a gift of languages or something. Just ask them where the Hydra.
I think that was Castalia.
Yeah, but I thought that was for just reading.
Let me double check that, and it'll take me a short bit because I have a cat.
Well, actually, I think it's in the compendium.
It might be.
It is comprehend languages, yeah?
Yes.
Comprehend languages in the SRD.
Yep, any spoken language that I hear.
Yep. So you're going to cast it? The first thing you
Let me just
hear...
Check.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright then. The first thing you hear from him is a tirade of, please don't kill me, 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 please don't kill me. And he does not stop. For the
We're
rest
not
of you,
going
you
to
can just
kill
see his
you.
throat swelling and falling as well.
We're not going to kill you. We just want you to answer.
I'll answer anything, just let me go.
First, answer the questions. Then we'll let you go.
Yes.
So I'm
Why
going
did
to
you-
assume. I'm going to assume at this point Castalia is also croaking.
Up to you, actually. You could be speaking normally, and it's just being translated magically. Or you could be croaking at him.
What the heck? Let's go with croaking. I'll also act as an interpreter if anyone else wants to supply questions.
Castalia now seems to be matching all of her strange, swampy aesthetics. She is soaked to the skin. She has moss clinging to her. Her wet footprints are marking the trail she left behind. She now has sodden lash bound up in a moss patch on her thigh. Dressed in, strangely enough, the desert silks of a dancer. And now ribbiting and croaking.
That's it. We
Perfect.
finally lost her.
This devil woman is doing that, by the way.
Why did you attack the town?
Food, treasure. Everything
Where
here we can
did you
take
get
it.
the Hydra from?
It came to us. At most, we pushed it. It didn't die, so we ran. Let it here. It wanted to kill everything. It was hungry, so we follow behind. We take what it doesn't eat.
So it wasn't yours, so to say, just rather a convenience.
Can't take a beast like that. That's one of the gods.
One of the gods? I'm going to assume we are simultaneously getting told.
Yeah, I said I'd act as an interpreter if anyone else had questions.
So she's
it's
looking
not
at the
me
frog and croaking and looking back at you and repeating. It's a great image.
What do you mean, one of the gods?
A beast that mighty and powerful. It's a god, yes?
Not necessarily.
But it killed everything.
And we killed it. That must make us greater than your gods.
Spoken like a true wizard.
Yeah, our gods are better than his gods.
Spoken like a true cleric.
Meanwhile, Castalia is speaking like a true devil. Ribbit. You have magics, you have flame, we have spear and bow. That's a god.
It would be better if you didn't raid in this direction.
None
at
left to
this
raid.
point, Should we let this little thing go now?
We promised we would.
Probably taller than me.
Yeah. Like I said, he's in sort of the height boundary between a dwarf and a human. So he's a bit taller than Malgurn naturally.
Anyone
Yeah,
else
they
have
got-
any questions?
I think we've got what we can out of it. Let's just kick it out of here.
Says the scale little creature to the non-scale creature. Reptiles v amphibians, the war will never end.
He said kick it. Malgurn goes to punt.
Non-lethal.
The distance, How long was it the enlarged last for?
A minute, so by now it would be gone. But he's still really fucking strong. He might get a couple of feet on him.
And this is how football was invented, kid.
The orc picked up the halfling and threw it in the ground, and they all agreed it was a point.
I mean, it's a lot better than the origins of golf as told by Tolkien.
What are you guys doing? He's at your mercy.
We let him go. We promised.
He makes horrible, feeble attempts at praise. He tries to grab Castalia's foot, he bends at it, and then he just starts to leap for it. And he's gone, splashing into the lake. Well, that was an amazing sight. You were definitely going to be worth the money I'll be pouring out later. You slayed the beast, you defended my town. I, too, took part in the course, didn't I? Oh, yes, you did indeed, darling. But for now, let us just get back to the manor where it is warm, it is not soggy. Apologies, darling. She looks across at Castalia. But for the rest of you,
Not necessary.
warmth, relaxation, unwind, and perhaps even a discount. I will find my finest girls and men if you wish.
That won't be necessary, but thank you.
Cornelius, what does she want us to be with guys and women for?
You'll know when you get older.
Okay. And he just escorts you back. Obviously, you have to send some men here. I need at least one head, I believe, for, the wall. I can write a beautiful little, perhaps a sonnet, or maybe just a poem. Although maybe music will take me for this one. And he just starts talking about how he'll try to build up the story. He makes sure, yes, and you are the one, you cut off 2 heads, yes, you managed to get 4. And then it was the dancing devil herself who strode forward and finally slew the beast while it was at its most dangerous. Yes, I can see it all forming in the head. This will be a beautiful epic. And I assure you, I will make sure to give all the credit. After all, I tell your stories. About this time you realize, yeah, Bard, of course. That explains it. That explains the whorehouse being most of the town. And yeah, as you all return, the town guard are looking very calm now that there's nothing careening through the buildings and smashing shit down. There's a lot of onlookers, including Malgurn, you notice, the wizened little dwarf, as he just eyes you for a moment.
Can I help you?
Alright. You got my hammer. I might accept that. But tomorrow you come to me. Alright? My house, over there. And he points off to this. It's actually one of the fancier buildings there, one of the bigger houses. You be there
All right.
tomorrow, lunchtime. Or morning if you're trying to bug off.
All right, I'll be there.
You don't show up, I will rip you asunder, stout boy. I will pull you apart. I will take off your ring. I will split your planks, you bloody little barrel.
And I'm just wondering how he's going to do all this if I don't show up.
You get me, son?
Are we all
kind
there?
of sarcastically.
Oh yeah, you're all
say,
hearing
"Yeah,
this.
I get
He
it,
is
old
marched
man."
out of the onlookers to start yelling this spiel at him. And he is still he's still just in his underwear. He's just this shriveled, shivering dwarf, about a foot shorter than Malgurn.
Alright, I'm gonna wait till he finishes.
Yeah, we're pretty much done. I get you, old man.
Eventually he calms down. Good.
Very
'Cause
well. I look to him and say, "Your hammer."
Yeah, well, I mean, it was her mom's Fat's, but I owned it. When he
Oh,
died,
you
I
missed
had
all
it.
that.
You knew the man you knew the dwarfsmith, the hammer.
Yeah, hell, I knew him.
What was he like?
He was a proud man. He had two bulging biceps. You notice his eyes are starting to wander over Castalia a bit. Proud he was, firm and pert. Had a beard on him, but just swayed in the wind, gorgeous like. Are you one of the madam's new girls?
No.
Damn it, I could have afforded you.
I'm traveling with my friends here, and I have a taste in smith.
That's great and all, but you're not going anywhere tonight, right?
No.
Tell you what. He's coming over at morning. How about you stay till breakfast and I'll show you the forge?
Agreed. I just have to go and collect some scales from.
Woohoo! We die! I got one! And he is dancing away. That's my house! Make sure... Don't worry about hosing down or anything. I'll take you as you are. And he strides on back to his house. The rest of the people around are just sort of... There's a mixture of disgust and surprise as they all
My
look at this
jaw is
tiefling
on
woman.
the floor.
I am so confused.
I might be sick.
There's a couple of the town guards who tried to proposition Castalia the day earlier on the day and is just wondering, what? She's obviously got a type. Must be, you know about those adventures? They get all kinds of things. Obviously kinky. But it's him. He's a fucking wizard, little bastard. Who the fuck would go for Urant? Runt's in his name. There is a smattering of applause once they remember, oh yeah, victory. These people killed a massive monster. And then the applause gets louder whenever Trembles and Alcano show up as well. Friends, please. You are safe, you can sleep well in your homes. Although tomorrow we will have a service. We lost several of our people. On the bright side, someone will now have to staff the farm. I don't know if anyone survived. It's a sad joke, but that is life, yes? Anyway, please, go to your homes or come to mine. It's always available. And tonight, we celebrate, we party, then tomorrow, we remember. And then we party some more. It is always good to have a smile when remembering the dead. And he heads on back into his manor with Trembling. The crowd are all very thankful. There's a few little parcels of bread and cheese that are offered to you as a gift. Probably about 5 days' rations. And one half...
Oodalally.
Yep, and one half-empty bottle of whiskey. It's a 52-year-old dwarven brew. So it's a very young whiskey by dwarven standards. Something you could actually swig instead of just sip. And there's just, everyone's just clapping, applauding, just enjoying the fact that, hey, they're not dead today. That's a nice one. And for your last actions of tonight's session, what do you guys wish to do or go?
Oh, Siegfried's going to find a room and a bath, and then get some sleep.
Would you like company for our room, darling?
No, not at the moment.
You know, the
I just
nightmares...
wanna be-
The nightmares do not press so hard once, there is a soft body pressing softly. Fear comes quicker to those who are alone.
Yeah, that didn't go well last time I tried that.
Really?
I accidentally kicked a lady, and she did not like me in the morning.
She's now called Snaggletooth Bertha back in Fendelver.
Oh,
Because she might have been a mimic, right, Siegfried?
No, just bad dreams and tossing and turning.
And obviously, Trembling makes one last sales push on all of you if you wish for company in the night.
No, thank you.
And when she gets across to Castalia, she says, "You know, I see you have a generous heart, perhaps too charitable. I can find you much better company. Indeed, you can stay with us if you wish. You do not have to go to old Joran's place. He's a charming man. But you don't have to pick from... What's the term you use? The scrapings of the jug?
Bottom of the barrel.
No, he is below that. He is almost with the maggots.
It is not for self-pleasure that I is coming.
Yes, that will definitely not
He
be an
knows a
offer.
good smoke. I am
You
eager to learn more.
Okay, I just hope he fall asleep quickly. May you have dreams of handsome men and devilish women. And she just scoots on off. The rest of you, she made just very simple pitches. But then, one thing she says is simply to Rain, "I wonder, may I have a little time with the small fluffy one? Is he well trained?"
Not quite yet. I'm still working with him.
Oh, that is a shame. He is such a novel little beast. You know, we had a man, he was selling strange creatures here not a day before.
I think we met up with them on the road.
Oh, did you meet the Vistani?
Yes.
I was one of them for some months. They were a wonderful people. Some months, I say. You know, I've been 23 for 40 years. I spent a long time with them. Wonderful people.
Oh yes, we did have a quite lovely little time at the... We had a little party going on.
It's wonderful, wonderful. Perhaps we get to spend some time together tonight for party.
Oh, I fully intend to relax a little bit after that interesting event we just had.
Fantastic, fantastic. I do look forward to speaking with another lady of the cloth. I myself am a
It's
cleric
always
to,
nice.
I'm a cleric to Sune. As are most of my workers.
I did notice that you helped out quite a bit.
Oh yeah, well, only my little bit. I had to stay away. Alcano, my darling Kefret, so... But yes, let us enjoy, let us party, let us have fun. And she takes your arm.
Oh, when in Rome. and I change up my dress into something more fitting. A lovely purple dress with gold trim and a little bit more to the style of the town.
The style of the town is a little bit more like Yoren's outfit.
Still,
It's a joke.
fully clothed.
Yeah, of course. And so, with victory assured, and an actual paid job, because Alcano is a nice man, you all start to head on home. Siegfried, he's also to head to their home, correction, for a little more evening. And of course, there's that bottle of wine, but it's properly aired out now. Siegfried, though, as you're walking into the manor house, at least just for a moment to get something to eat, you do notice that red-haired elven woman is watching you, slightly tapping her chin for a moment. But as the people start to peel away, so does she.
Don't care. Need bath. Bit of food. Sleep.
And that is where we'll end our session for tonight.
slowly slipping into "Hey you." Me no care. Need bath.
But yes.
I've been in the jaws of one a Hydra already. I don't need any more.
You've been in multiple
Problems.
jaws. It was a different head each time.
Yeah, I know.
But yes, we'll be back next week. Let's see. And then the week after, might switch to Warhammer. You never know. But we have we have a long time. Yeah, well, I mean, you'll be gone. fortnight from now, you'll be off on
Huh?
vacation,
Oh,
yeah?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I think we might be out. I don't know.
Yeah, I believe so. Will we? So
Yep.
I might have to go play Johnny Reb. I know
I'm
that's
not-
at some point this.
I'm not gonna be here 2 weeks from now. So
Yep.
This morning now.
So,
Oh,
we might
so
have,
it's all syncing up nicely.
Yep. So a couple weeks from now, we might have a little break, but next week at least we'll have a full session, barring any injuries or sickness.
Mm-hmm.
As the party take another step closer, but also staying still, towards Raxis. And they party it up tonight in Sedernov.
If everyone else is missing that same weekend, what if
Cheers for watching.